Right now, interest rates can be really volatile. When interest rates are on the rise, I know that a lot of our clients have been nervous about what their interest rate's gonna end up being. So for example, somebody comes in, they meet with me, they get pre-approved. So I can tell them what their interest rate is today. What if it takes them a month to find a house? What if it takes them 2 months to find a house? What's your interest rate actually going to be when you find the house that you wanna buy? Typically, you can't lock in your interest rate until you actually find the house that you're going to purchase. Guild has a really awesome solution right now. It's called our Lock and Shop program. So what that means, you come in, you meet with me, you get pre-approved. You lock in your interest rate today, and it's locked in for 4 months, so 120 days. So that gives you 90 days to find your house. You can definitely find it quicker than 90 days, but you have a full 90 days to be able to find your house. And then you have 30 days to be able to close on your house. So it just takes away a lot of the uncertainty and risk, because what if you're comfortable with the payment now, and then by the time you find your house, interest rates are higher and you're no longer comfortable with that payment? That's what that Lock and Shop is. One really cool thing about it is that with the Lock and Shop, if you lock in your interest rate, and let's say rates happen to go down, praying for that every single day, but let's say rates happen to go down by the time you find your house, you're not gonna be locked into that higher interest rate because there's actually a float down option. So float down just means if interest rates are lower, you can still float down to that lower interest rate. So you're protected from the rate going up, but if the rate goes down, you can still take advantage of that. So Lock and Shop has been really great for our clients, especially people that are nervous that interest rates might go up from the time they get pre-approved to the time that they buy their house. We have another great option too. So thinking about people buying new construction, normally when you're buying a brand new house, it can take 4 months, 6 months, 8 months, a year to build that house. And it's the same kind of thing. You'll come in to meet with me, I'll look up the interest rate and I'll tell you what the interest rate is today, but then you're not getting a loan today. You're getting a loan when your house is actually done. So a lot of times that's when your interest rate is getting locked in. So how scary is that? Think about buying a huge purchase, a house, and not knowing what your payment's gonna be until after the house is already built. That's just traditionally how it's worked, because people don't lock in their interest rate when they first get into contract. It's closer to when the house is done. Guild has an amazing solution for that. It's our extended builder lock program. With our builder lock-in program, you can lock in your interest rate for up to a full year. So instead of having that worry the whole time your house is being built, what if rates go up? What if I'm not happy with my payment at the end? You get into contract and you can lock in your interest rate for either 4 months, 6 months, 9 months, or for a full year. And then just a little bit on how it works. So the longer you lock in your interest rate for, the higher the interest rate you're gonna get. So for example, you lock in at today's interest rate plus a certain percentage, and the longer you lock in, the higher you're gonna lock in for. So right now with our 1-year builder lock, you lock in at today's interest rate plus 1%. The idea behind that is that interest rates are going up. That's why you're locking in at a higher rate. But a really cool thing about this too, just like with that Lock and Shop program, there is a float down option. So you're locking at today's interest rate plus a percent. So in a year from now when your house is done, if interest rates happen to be lower, hopefully they are, you can actually take advantage of that lower interest rate. So there's no downside of this. Yes, you're locking in at a higher rate, but if interest rates are even higher, at least you know what your rate's gonna be. And if interest rates are lower, you can still take advantage of that lower interest rate with this builder lock-in program. So these are just great tools for anyone who might be nervous about rising rates. I know most people are. I am. I don't want interest rates to go up either, just like everybody else. So just to help take some of the fear out of an already scary process, we have our Lock and Shop and we have our builder lock-in program.